Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 6. Compounding. Compounding forms a word out of two or more root morphemes. The words are called compounds or compound words. In linguistics, compounds can be either native or borrowed. Native English roots are typically free morphemes, so that means native compounds are made out of independent words that can occur by themselves. In Greek and Latin, in contrast to English, roots don't typically stand alone, so compounds are compounds of both roots. Compounds formed in English from borrowed Latin and Greek morphemes preserve this characteristic. Example, in cloud photograph, etachronic, and many thousands of other classical words. Example, mailman, are composed of free root mail and free root man. Mail carrier, doghouse, fireplace, fireplug, original word for life hydrant, fire hydrant, and dry run.
Blending. Blending is one of the most beloved of word formation process in English. It is especially creative in that speakers take two words and merge them based not on morpheme structure but on sound structure. The resulting words are called blends. Nah, blending adalah salah satu proses pembentukan kata yang paling disukai dalam bahasa Inggris. Hal ini sangat kreatif karena penutur mengambil dua kata dan menggabungkannya bukan berdasarkan struktur morfem, tetapi pada struktur bunyi. Kata-kata yang dihasilkan disebut campuran. Usually in word formation, we combine root or affix along their edges. One morpheme comes to an end before the next one starts. For example, we form derivation out of the sequence of morphemes the plus re plus at plus ian. One morpheme follows the next and each one has identifiable boundaries. The morphemes do not overlap. Biasanya dalam bentuk kata kita menggabungkan akar atau imbuhan di sepanjang tepinya. Satu morfem berakhir sebelum dan berikutnya dimulai. Sebagai contoh, kita membentuk turunan dari barisan morfem. The plus give plus at plus an. Satu morfem mengikuti yang berikutnya dan masing-masing memiliki batas yang dapat diidentifikasi. Morfem tidak tumpang tindih. For example, the word swastika, Nike, sword, as a long symbolism corporate power and hegemony was formed from swas and swastika. The swas part remains whole and recognizable in the blend, but the tika part is not a morpheme either in the word swastika or in the blend. The blend is a perfect merger of form and also of content. Sebagai contoh, kata swastika Nike Sus sebagai logo yang melambangkan kekuatan dan hegemoni perusahaan, dibentuk dari swoosh dan swastika. Bagian swoosh tetap utuh dan dapat dikenali dalam paduannya, tetapi bagian tika bukanlah morfem, baik dalam kata swastika maupun dalam campuran. Perpaduannya adalah perpaduan sempurna dari bentuk dan juga konten.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maggie. I am from group 6. I will tell the last material about clipping. Clipping is a type of abbreviation of a word in which one part is clipped off the rest, and the remaining word now means essentially the something as what the whole word means. For example, the word rifle is a fairly modern clipping of an earlier compound rifle gun, meaning a gun with a rifled barrel. Or rifle means having a spiral groove causing the bullet to spin and thus making it more accurate. Another clipping is burger, formed by clipping off the beginning of the word hamburger. Or this clipping could only come about once Hamburg plus ER was realized as ham plus burger. Yang dimaksud di sini contoh kedua adalah clipping ini hanya bisa muncul satu kata, yaitu Hamburg plus ER, kemudian dianalisis menjadi kata hamburger, yaitu disempurnakan. Seperti pengertian di atas, clipping ini adalah jenis singkatan dari sebuah kata, di mana pada kata itu sebagiannya terpotong sisanya, dan kata yang tersisa pada dasarnya memiliki arti yang sama. Maybe just that for me. Thank you for attention and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.